Hi everybody. In this video we're going to read the next chapter of Meet the Gecko. Chapter 5. Joel the Mole. Joel the Mole, Dad and I cried together. We have to warn the gecko, I said. You mean Chase, my dad corrected. I started to knock on his door regular, then remembered I knew the secret knock. Knock, 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 knock. Hannah answered the door and looked pretty surprised to see me. Joel the Mole, he's here, I cried. He was hiding behind that plant. He jumped out and took a picture of me, then ran down those stairs. What? Chase was at the door now, too. He's here? What did he look like? Hannah asked. Like a mole. Kind of fat, kind of oily. Black hair, a twitchy, pointy nose, and long teeth. Long buck teeth. Chase frowned at Hannah. I told you he'd come. Excuse us, won't you please? Hannah said. And while she closed the door in our faces, Chase called, You're all right, Nolan. I owe ya. I couldn't help smiling from ear to ear. The gecko didn't think I was a nerd. He thought I was all right. Well, champ, my dad said, it's been a pretty exciting day, wouldn't you say? He was steering me toward the elevator, but I didn't want to go that way. I wanted to follow them all. Hey, I said, breaking free. I've got a great idea. Why don't you go down the elevator while I go down the stairs? Let's see if we can find him. Uh, if you see him, follow him. I'll do the same. I'll meet you in the lobby. Uh, I don't know. I had already dug up my camera and was heading for the stairwell door. Now hold your horses, Nolan. I shot him a look, and he read it loud and clear. Don't mess with a superhero in pursuit of truth and justice. But just to make him feel better, I added, I'm 11 now, Dad. Don't worry. Then I ducked through the stairwell door. All of a sudden, I felt like I was inside an old mine shaft going down, down, down. My eyes were cranked, my ears were perked. I was feather-footed. Fast. Smooth. Something about the pursuit of truth and justice makes me do things I normally can't do. The mole wasn't in the stairwell, and when I got to the bottom floor and opened the last door, I could see an exit sign to my left and the lobby to my right. Dad spotted me from over by the elevators and waved. I could tell that he hadn't seen the mole either, but I wasn't ready to give up yet. I signaled my dad to go outside through the front door while I went out the side exit. He frowned and shook his head. Obviously, he had a lot to learn about pursuing truth and justice. I frowned right back and nodded, which made him roll his eyes and sigh, but he headed for the front door. Yeah. I snuck outside, I hid behind bushes, I darted from tree to tree, but the mole was nowhere to be found. Nowhere. I saw my dad heading my way, and I thought for sure he'd make me forget about finding the mole. Then he slowed down. His eyes sharpened on a big bush. I looked where he was looking, but didn't see a thing. Very slyly, he signaled me to stay put. Then he moved his index finger like he was taking a picture. I ducked behind a tree. I got my camera ready. Then Dad cut across the grass and waved his arms through the air, yelling, Hey, what are you doing back there? There's no lording allowed here. Get out of here. Go. Go, go, go. A big brush shook. The mole came out from behind it. He ran across the grass, getting away from Dad as fast as he could. And in his hurry to get away from my dad, the mole didn't notice me, hiding behind a tree trunk. He didn't hear my camera activate as he looked over his shoulder at Dad. Didn't have any idea that he was now one digitally trapped mole.